Post, your premier source for news and information in the Bronx. As the CEO of Muslim Media Corporation, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Bronx Post, our latest endeavor dedicated to serving the vibrant and diverse community of the Bronx.
Oftentimes, mainstream media portray this county in the most negative way possible, all because Bronx continued to be judged in the 70s and 80s when Bronx was burning. Today, as we enter the Small Business Month of 2024, Muslim Media Corporation is proud to announce the formation and the creation and establishment of a new newspaper that will cover the entire Bronx, continue to highlight the new Bronx, the new realities and the new developments and the new attributes of the Bronx. Some things that are not being covered by, again, our mainstream media. Bronx Post, the first county-wide newspaper to be published by Muslim Media Corporation that has already been publishing Parkchester Times.
We aim to be your trusted source for information. We believe in the power of journalism to inform, inspire, and unite communities.
Greetings, my audience. Greetings, my supporters and sponsors. My name is Sheikh Musa Drammeh. I am live from New York City. The show is the community organizer show. It's a show where we communicate with the public regarding what we are doing as community organizers. As you may know, community organizers are the most vital pillars of their communities. They are the ones who identify issues of importance or issues of concern and then collaborate with other stakeholders for remedy. Whether we're talking about economic challenges, public safety, deteriorating quality of life, or any type of, deteriorating relationship between communities based on race, religion, ethnicity, culture, economic class, you name it. Community organizers are at the forefront in mediating, in guiding, and in making sure that, their communities will continue to thrive and continue to promote peaceful coexistence, public safety, and improve quality of life. So this show is dedicated to community organizers because I, the host of the show, is a lifelong community organizer in different part of the world. So enjoy the show, continue to watch us, continue to support us, and continue to send us your views and positions and guidance and corrections if need be, so that we can continue on to improve the show and continue on to improve our activism, within our environment. So thank you for always joining us, and, empowering us so that we can continue on. So today, the show is dedicated to the upcoming Peace December 2024. And prior to entering Peace December, there is a Peace Lighting Day on November 30th annually. Every year, community members from various communities get together, to light candles in welcoming the upcoming Peace Month, which is Peace December, since 2010. So Peace December started in New York City, in the Bronx to be specific, and with the collaboration of many community-based organizations, elected officials, and community activists, schools, and even some diplomats and some religious organizations and many other stakeholders. The idea was there has to be an energized grassroots groups that will continue to promote peaceful coexistence, regardless of our diversities and our personal choices in life. And that is how Peace December came about. Harmonizing our relationships, embracing our diversity, yearning, to live, to coexist peacefully, and making sure that we maintain public safety and rule of law. And by doing so, we automatically improve the quality of life in our respective communities. And since 2010, the Peace December movement have been doing nothing but that. And there are many other countries that have adopted the program by celebrating December as the Peace Month. So let me tell you what we're planning to do, what we have done every year, and what we're gonna do this year. This year, Saturday, November 30th, in various places in the world, they will hold candle lighting ceremony, to welcoming the month of peace, which is again Peace December. And people can join them from neighboring counties and communities and towns, or people they can organize their individual candle lighting ceremony, and making sure that stakeholders come together and talk about the importance of peace and peace building, and the importance of maintaining public safety, and the importance of continuing to improve the quality of life in their respective communities. Every year, November 30th, upon sunsetting, that's what happens every year in many, many places, various countries in the world. Now, let me tell you what we're doing here in the Bronx, where I am speaking to you from. This Saturday, November 30th, we're going to, for the first time, host the largest community candle lighting ceremony here in the Bronx, New York City, at Loreto Playground. Loreto Playground, for those of you who do not know, is a prominent park in the Bronx that hosts many important community events. And, every time you go there, from the moment it opens until it closes, the park is usually packed with families and children, and those who are playing soccer, those who are exercising, those who are playing, basketball. I mean, the park is a busy park in the Bronx, and the park situated in one of the most diverse neighborhoods in New York City. You go to the park, you pretty much see a global gathering at the park, people that reflect every culture, every race, every ethnicity, and every background usually converge at the park every day, especially in the evening and weekends, because it's a very safe park, very prominent park, and people enjoy it. So that's why, because of its diversity and because of the residents' commitment to peace and public safety and quality of life, we thought that Loreto Playground will be the most suitable venue for such a candle lighting ceremony. This will be the first time that it is taking place at that park, and we are very excited about it because we know it will generate so much goodwill, from the residents and from attendees, and we cannot wait until we have hundreds, of New Yorkers, lighting peace candles, simultaneously in welcoming Peace December. So this will take place Saturday, November 30th, from 5 to 8 p.m., 5 to 8 p.m. at Loreto Park. The exact address is 1100 Morris Park Avenue. 1100 Morris Park Avenue. It's between Tomlinson and 8th Street. But you will not miss it. It's a park that is close to BX 21 and BX8 and also BXM 10. These buses come stop near the park. And if you're taking public transportation, you can either take train number 2 or train number 5 and get off at 180 and transfer to BX21 bus. It'll drop you right in front of the park. So you can take you can take train 5 or train number 2 to 180 train station, come out, and then transfer to BX21 bus heading toward Williams Bridge Road, and that Westchester Square actually. That will drop you right in front of the park. Again, Saturday, November 30th, from 5 to 8 p.m. It is open to the public, it's free, and bring your children, bring your families, come and fellowship with your neighbors, come and show solidarity to those who are promoting peace and public safety and promoting quality of life and promoting neighborliness, togetherness, because the more we intimately interact, the better and more protection we have in our neighborhoods. We may come from different backgrounds reflecting the diversity of New York, but we are one human family. We are one New Yorkers, especially when we're from the Bronx. We are one Bronxites, or we are one family that should know each other, interact each other often, and then when each other is in need, then everybody else will come and making sure that the needs are taken care of. And this is a great occasion for all the Bronxites, all New Yorkers, to come and light candle and welcome the month of peace. And this has been happening since 2010. And we're very excited and we're very honored, because if we can promote peace to save lives and improve quality of life and then maintain public safety, then this is the greatest investment we can make. And every year, we do the same thing. We maximize the outreach. We maximize the promotion of it so that people will know. And every year, a lot of people participate in it. Now, once we come together on November 30th, we hear from speakers and the peacemakers and some elected officials and law enforcement and those who have programs dedicated to peace and public safety. Then we put on the Peace December light. Peace December has lights. Peace December has song, which you will hear, sung by the executive director of Peace December. And then there is a Peace December special light that will be switched on by a special guest upon sunsetting in welcoming the new month. Because, there are many parts of the world where the first day of December begins upon the sunsetting of November 30th. So meaning that you don't have to wait until midnight to count the first December day. Upon the sunsetting of November 30th, in many parts of the world, December begins. Because as soon as the sun sets on November 30th, November is gone. And now, that night is part of the first day of December. That's why we chose November 30th. And upon sunsetting, the Peace December light will be put on and the celebration will continue on. And then from that moment until November 31st, midnight November 31st, we maximize our promotion of peace and love and harmony and peaceful coexistence and public safety and quality of life and neighborliness, and the fact that we are one human family, and the fact that our diversity is not only beautiful, but it is a protection for all of us. And it is something that strengthens us. It is something that makes us, not vulnerable, because once we embrace our diversity, we no longer see differences, but rather we see a rainbow, which colors complement each other, or different ideology, or different lifestyles, or different faith, or different, ethnicity, all, rather than seeing it as difference, now you see it as complementing one another, meaning that one cannot really be as beautiful as it needs to be without the other. One cannot really be protected properly without, the inclusion of other. That's how Peace December sow the seeds of togetherness, of neighborliness, of love and harmony, and one family orientation. That's what we do. So from that moment, we light Peace December, candles and light on the evening of November 30th until midnight, December 31st. Everyone becomes a messenger of peace, becomes a peace builder, becomes a peacemaker. Everyone, because either we organize, peace forums and events, or we join those who do. And people from all backgrounds, organize events. These events could be domestic violence awareness, gang violence awareness, religious extremism, or political animosities, or economic violence, or bias attacks, or racism, you name it. We organize events that educate the public about the importance of not being part of divisiveness and violence and hatred, and be part of the solution, which is always to love one another, and always to promote peace, and always to see each other as complementary components, not, difference, not labeling each other in a way that is negatively impacting their lives, impacting the relationship. So the month of December is dedicated to making sure that we change minds, we change hearts, and we change attitudes from something that is not good to the best angel of ourselves. And that's what December is. That's what month of December has been since 2010. This is a program that started in New York City, now, adopted by various countries throughout the world. And so even, if, let's say, you want to use one of the days to, hey, go out, have dinner with your spouse, and to, rekindle, the moment that used to be so beautiful and so enticing and so romantic and so lovely. So do it. We just want peace, and peace begins at home. If we can have couples, that rejuvenate their love and their intimacy, then, the society will benefit from it, because all the problems that we are having, come from individuals that may come from a very, very toxic situation, toxic relationship, toxic background, toxic ideology, or whatever toxicity that they're coming from. So if we can now promote couples, choosing a day or days in December to rekindle the love and intimacy and, the respect and honor they have for each other, then December becomes very fruitful, and our mission becomes a fulfilling prophecy. And that is what we want everybody to do. You work for a company. We want you to talk to your bosses and your employees and your colleagues and your whatever, to do something dedicated to peace and harmony and nonviolence and anti-hatred, all forms of hatred. So we just want to maximize the promotion of peace during the month, so that we'll adopt a new attitude, new behavior, new way of living, moving toward the new year. So we're very happy. Everyone is invited to come to the park, Loreto Park, 1100 Morris Park Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10462. Saturday, November 30th, from 5 o'clock to 8 p.m. Open to the public, is free, but you can learn thing or two that can be very beneficial to you and your family. It is a great occasion, to meet your neighbors and to come and see what other people are doing and how other people dedicated their lives and resources and energy in the promotion of peace and public safety. So please join us Saturday, November 30th, 5 to 8 at Loreto Park. Loreto Park is 1100 Morris Park Avenue, Bronx, New York 10461. This year, we're very honored to partner with Community Board 11 because the park is in the district of Community Board 11. And we're partner with Community Board 11 to making sure that our mutual constituents attend so that they can learn to live together, to thrive together, to protect one another, and to embrace the diversity within Community Board 11 district and beyond. And so partnering with Community Board 11 will enhance, number one, the attendance. Number two, the participation of their members, the families of their members, and their constituency. Because after all, this is something we do from the heart. Nobody pays us anything. We don't charge anything. We're not selling anything. We just want to make sure that we invest our intellect, our energy, our limited resources in building peace so that harm toward each other will be minimized, if not eliminated, so that hatred toward one another will be minimized, if not eliminated, so that, killings and robberies and, bias attacks and, misogynistic attitude toward women and all kinds of unacceptable behavior, will be done away with. And so therefore, working with Community Board 11 to actualize these ideal aspirations, is a welcoming development, and we're excited. I'm sure many other local community-based organizations will join in, law enforcement will join in, religious house of worship, schools, and other nonprofits and businesses, because it's a benefit to all in the community. Living in peace and having peaceful coexistence and public safety where everyone, regardless of your gender or your age, you can walk anywhere, you can socialize anywhere, you can play anywhere, and you can be anywhere, anytime without being attacked or harmed or have your privacy invaded. And this is benefit that we want everybody to understand the importance of it and then participate in it. Together, we can change our neighborhoods. Together, we can make these neighborhoods free of violence, free of hatred, and free of lawlessness. And imagine if we can live in such environment where your car, your home, your life, your children, your spouses, your job are protected, from criminal elements. Imagine that. And we can do it, by the way. We can do it. Once we come together and said, we're not tolerating lawlessness, we're not tolerating hatred, we're not tolerating violence, we're not tolerating anything that affect the quality of life of others, they will not happen. Because we commit crime. If we decide to stop committing crime, no crime will be committed. That is why Peace December is very, very important. Month-long promotion of peace and cessation of lawlessness, of violence. This season from now until the end of the year, because right now we enter November. November and December are the most festive months in the year. There are so many beautiful occasions happen in November and December. People celebrate all kinds of celebration. People exchange gifts. People do a lot of good things for each other. And they visit each other. And they assist each other. And people buy gifts and, everything. So, our economic activity goes to the roof. And businesses thrive because, more customers walk into their storefronts and their online stores and everything. Everybody happy. And which is, everybody should be happy. That's a good side. But you know what the other side also? This is the season with increased lawlessness, violence, crime, and theft. the retail industry every year reports a heightened increase of theft, from merchandises and their product. This is a season where people steal, valuable stuff from these business establishments. Imagine that. The most beautiful season of celebration, also associated with the most lawless season. So that is why Peace December is important. We want to make sure that, we reduce the lawlessness in the end of the year so that these, business establishments will not continue to suffer, consequences of robberies and thefts and being attacked. And worse yet, some of them get murdered by these criminals. And that's why we want to come together as neighbors, as residents, as services providers, as entrepreneurs in every community during December to say no more. No more. We're not tolerating lawlessness. And we're not waiting for police or for anything. We're going to do it ourselves because we are the stakeholders. We don't want to live in lawless neighborhoods. We don't want to live in violent neighborhoods. We don't want to live in communities that are controlled by criminals. We don't. We will not accept it. We want to be free from violence, from lawlessness, from being attacked, from those who don't respect anybody or anything. We don't want to accept it anymore. Therefore, we're coming together in the month of December to making sure that none in our neighborhoods will be free or safe for committing crime. We're going to make it so difficult, so expensive, and so painful, and so costly to commit crime. Even if we have to chase you out of our neighborhoods, we will do it because we are not going to buy our homes and open our businesses only to be run down by criminals and lawless individuals. So if we have to come together and remove you, we'll do it because we want to live in safety. We want to be peaceful and we want improved quality of life so that our children will enjoy quality of life, so that our parents who may have retired will enjoy the last days of their retirement. They are entitled to these things. But if we say, oh, no, we just, this happens because this is New York or this is the Bronx, it usually happens. No, it should not happen anywhere, anytime, for any reason. People are entitled to peace and safety. And no criminal should be free to roam around our neighborhoods committing crimes. I don't care what type of season it is. No criminal should be allowed. We should make it so costly that they not dare walking day and night, stealing cars, robbing people, attacking people, invading homes. That should never happen. And that's why December is very, very important. That's why we're excited. And that's why we're inviting all of you. Saturday, November 30th, from 5 to 8 at Loretto Park, 1100 Morris Park Avenue, Bronx, New York, 10461. Open to the public, it's free. The month is Peace December and the day is Peace Lighting Day. When you come, please bring flameless candle. You can buy flameless candle. Buy as many as you can afford so that, people who don't have candle will light it. But if you don't have candle, no problem. We'll supply them. But the more attendees that bring candles, the easier it is for us. Again, we're not charging anything. Everything is coming from our pocket. So if you can bring your candle or even water, that would be great. This is a community event. So if you want further information about it, you can always call me. You call me or anytime or email us and we'll be more than happy to give you even further detail about the importance. And if you want to organize it in other neighborhoods, be our guest. Just let us know. We will support you and we'll help you out. This is a worldwide month. It's not just one particular neighborhood, one city. It's a global, campaign to promoting peace in the month of December. Thank you all. And we want to thank, Community Board 11 leadership. And we want to thank Bronxites, and we want to thank all those who will be participating, especially Health Force, who has always sponsored some of our events, and they will be there telling people how they can maintain, health coverage, regardless of, where they are. Thank you and God bless. And I'll see you on Saturday, November 30th at Loretto Park, celebrating peace and kicking violence and hatred out of the window. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the official launch of the Bronze Post, your premier source for news and information in Bronx. As the CEO of Muslim Media Corporation, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the Bronze Post, our latest endeavor dedicated to serving the vibrant and diverse community of the Bronx.
Oftentimes, mainstream media portray this county in the most negative way possible, all because Bronx continued to be judged in the 70s and 80s when Bronx was burning. Today, as we enter the small business month of 2024, Muslim Media Corporation is proud to announce the formation and the creation and establishment of a new newspaper that will cover the entire Bronx, continue to highlight the new Bronx, the new realities and the new developments and the new attributes of the Bronx. Some things that are not being covered by, again, our mainstream media. Bronx Post, the first county-wide newspaper to be published by Muslim Media Corporation that has already been publishing Parkchester Times.
We aim to be your trusted source for information. We believe in the power of journalism to inform, inspire, and unite communities. With the Bronx